Hey everybody, it's me, Andrew. Get out into nature and tune in for yourself. Resonate with the Earth's electromagnetic field via 432 Hertz, the universal frequency. Balance out psychologically and emotionally, and further strengthen your brain and your heart's coherence as well. Get a plant based diet going for yourselves today and nurture yourself right back into life. We are literally herbivores in our nature. Further balance out your physical body's pH level and get with alkalinity. Then you can generate some static electricity. Send me some love telepathically. Set attention to your mind and set intention to communicate. That is all there is to telepathy. You are now tuning in to great days. So today I wanted to talk a little bit on phones, right? Devices, cell phones, and kind of where they're going, where it's leading to. Not only where it's going, but also why we can't remove the batteries from phones with some of these newer models anymore, and why they're designing the phones like this. So we're gonna get into this topic today. Um, Good morning, okay, to everybody who is watching the video right now. I bless your morning, okay? But let's get right into it. So, with most of the newer modeled phones, uh, specifically, I want to say like 5G or maybe even some of the newer, just the newer model phones, okay? Most of the 5G phones, in fact, I think like all the 5G phones, compatible phones, are you cannot take the batteries out. You know, they're like built in with the phone. Was like 3 years ago, maybe 3 or 4 years ago, they still had phones where you could take the batteries out, which they still do have these phones, I'm pretty sure, in excess. But most of the newer model phones, specifically like the 5G phones, um, and 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 most of the phones that are being designed nowadays for the future generation is going into a design where you cannot remove the battery. With this phone, I cannot remove the battery. Like, let me see. Yeah, I can't really remove the battery. So, um, why are they doing this? Why are they designing the phones like this? It's because they want, well, first, it has to fit in a lot with the technocratic nature of our society. Okay, and this is pretty much when they start to integrate technology into every place, globally. So they're already doing this. There is the revolution coming as well. Um, the fourth industrial revolution is coming. Okay, technological revolution is coming. Um, these are going to be digitalized. All right, but the reason why they're making phones like this has to fit in or connect with that fact that because there's going to be a technological revolution and everything is going digital, everything is going technological. Um, they want to start making more and more efficient devices. More and more of devices that are capable of doing what they're originally supposed to be doing and more. You know, so what I want to say about this is that there's also the social credit system, right? And China is living within a social credit system, and the social credit system is pretty much like a system of socially acquired credits. You know, it's like a system that is going to be integrated digitally and augmentatively when these technologies are publicly mass produced. They are going to have us live within that here in America as well. You know, but China is already living within this, and a social credit system is pretty much like you have to abide by all of the smallest rules, all of the rules that are provided to you by society. Otherwise, your score is going to go down. You know, and if your score is really low, it's kind of like a credit score, I want to say, but it's a little bit different. Okay, a lot different. All right, but if your score is low, you cannot do things like ride the bus, or you cannot lease uh, apartment, or you cannot even attend certain restaurants. They'll restrict you from doing things like this if you have a really low credit score, or social credit score. And this is what they want to do for America. All right, but they're gonna start integrating this more. It's already here, but they're gonna start integrating this more as we start reaching the technological singularity, because it just makes it easier with the track and trace system that they're also already integrating. That is already here as well, the track and trace system, but they're going to integrate it and pretty much go more public with it, you know, and start programming people accordingly to living within a system that is tracking and tracing your movement 24/7. You know, Instagram is watching you 24/7 as you're scrolling through the app, and this is part of their terms and conditions. And it's been like this for, I want to say, more than a year already. So maybe like a year and a half or a little bit more. Instagram has been watching you as you scroll. They're always recording you through your front camera. And if Instagram is doing this, then Facebook is also doing this, because Facebook is literally Instagram. And I'm sure all the other social media sites are doing some type of thing like this. You know, they don't have to put it part of their terms and conditionings, because it's pretty much they're holding the powers. All right, but they want to. The reason why they're designing phones to not allow you to remove the batteries, because they want people to start using their phones more and more often. All right, they want people to start merging with technology more, so that they can start building up to these technological integrations, you know, of society. Start building smart cities. Start getting volunteers for the metaverse, and start getting people to live within the track and trace systems, starting to get people comfortable with all that, you know, because if not, there's going to be uproar against it, which there should definitely be second guesses, of course, because we don't know what they're really doing, you know. It's just kind of, it rises suspicion that they watch us 24/7, you know, within our own homes, okay, and they're doing this all over the nation. So let me see. So they're designing phones to be batteryless because they want to make them better. They want to make these devices better, okay, and one way they can make them better is by making a battery that you cannot remove, and eventually what's going to come with that is that you're not even going to need to charge the phone, you know. So there's never a worry for the phone to die, and and if you don't ever need to charge the phone, then it's always going to be on, you know. And then they're going to expect you to always have your phone, and if you're always having a phone that's on, they can keep that's one more thing to be able to track your location, you know, and keep you in their algorithm. So this is why they're designing phones like this. It's going to lead to better and better phones, you know. um, and it's going to start not only devices, but it's gonna start leading to the virtual reality technologies, you know, and everybody's gonna go. There's gonna be uproar for the usage of these technological devices, you know, like the virtual reality glasses, augmentations, and virtual realities, okay, because they're gonna start they're gonna start integrating people to live more within the metaverse, you know, within the total digitalized scaffolding of things, or the digitalized the digitalization of all things, you know, and in order to be able to live within that, you're gonna need some type of exterior hardware, which is going to be like augmentation glasses or virtual reality glasses, you know, which they're gonna make more smaller, more sleek, more easy to use, aside from the bigger ones, you know, like Oculus Rift and whatnot, because those are much different than augmentation glasses. Um, so that's where it's pretty much going, and this is why they're designing phones like this, to where you can't remove the battery anymore, because when you remove the battery, it pretty much it allows so that you cannot be tracked through the phone, okay, um, and it keeps like its frequency from kind of, you know, being emitted. And with these 5G phones, if you know anything about 5G, 5G is very, very damaging to our bodies, you know. So 5G EMFs, electromagnetic frequencies, are very, very damaging to our electromagnetic frequencies, and I do believe that the 5G frequencies poke holes in our auras, and when your auras have holes, when they're being poked by something, the physical body is going to practically go into damage as well, you know. So these phones most definitely are damaging us, and this is why they want to make them more efficient, so that we have no choice but to use them. And this is why they're also making it to where everything's online nowadays, and they're also making it a super convenience, so that we can just pick up our phone and do anything we need with it, you know. But it's also damaging us, the 5G EMFs, um, and they're making them more efficient, to the point where it's going to get to where you don't even need to charge the phone, because they're let's say self-charging, you know, something like this. They do have those technologies, they just can't put those out yet, okay, but it can get there. And if that's the case, you're gonna always be using a phone that you have been programmed or conditioned to think that you need, and you're gonna be holding it 24/7, and you're pretty much gonna be one of the Matrix's agents, you know, um, because you're always gonna be holding the device. They're always gonna be able to track you, keep every movement in their hand that you make. You know, you're always gonna be soaking up the EMFs from 5G, which are damaging you, and that's exactly what they want. They want to keep you a little damaged, you know, and they want to keep a track on you. Okay, that's the track and trace system, um, and 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 it's just gonna go from there, you know, until the digital revolution takes place, and then there's the technological singularity that takes place. This is 2048, 2047, all right, and it's just gonna rapidly increase from there. So that's gonna be the video for today. I hope you all did enjoy the video today, and I hope I did help you understand a little bit more about why they're just designing 5G phones without ability to remove the battery. Okay, it can literally be as simple as the frequency warfare. You know, they want it to where you can't take out the battery, because that ceases the emission of the 5G EMFs themselves, and they want this thing emitting these frequencies 24/7. Okay, only because that's part of a tactic within frequency warfare, but I do hope everybody did enjoy today's video. I hope you understood something once again. Have a great morning. I love everybody. Generate some static electricity from the etheric body, or the first layer of the aura. It needs to be strengthened and realized for the collective rise in consciousness. I love you, everybody. Have a great day, and peace out.